Alright, how's it going, guys? We just got done building our second distillation tower. This one, though, being a cryo distillation tower for capturing air. I've been working on this over the last few episodes, and I figured I would do a tutorial here for you guys of this build and exactly how and why you do a cryo distillation tower. So this is our input here, which is just a steel pipe with an air vent. This is not a drain. This is an air vent. There is a difference. I've had to answer this question many times, or answer that question many times. As far as the build for this, it is identical to the regular distillation tower. There should be a build video for that. If there is, I'll put a link up in the corner there where you just seen my name to the video. I should have done that a long time ago if you need to know how to build this thing. And we have it controlled with a possible sensor here on the front. This right here, activity detector possible. And you'll see that it is set to true. And then a redstone cable running out of it and into this block. And then, if we break into my little wall here, which is just to make sure that all of my stuff here doesn't get tore up, which actually, give me a second. I forgot just how cluttered this was. Let me run downstairs, and I will show you much better downstairs how we're powering this. I have this nice little entranceway here. So I decided to go a step beyond. All you really need is your power coming in and going to a thermoelectric cooler. The redstone is coming down through that block, through this wire, to a redstone control that is set to on. And this is a redstone machine switch, simply made with a redstone torch, tin cable, blank cover, and circuit. But I decided to go a step beyond that and made a universal extender to a strong steel steam boiler, which is getting its water in through this pipe here. And then that is going in over here to a turbine, into a dynamo, into a LV battery box, which is then transformed up into an MV battery box, and that is outputting to our main MV battery box here, which is what is charging or powering the HV thermoelectric here, which I am upping the power from the MV back to HV. I'm literally using the battery box to limit the power that goes into the thermoelectric by giving it 4 amps. So I have HV coming in here. Then all of this is a RS latch that says to open and close this connection when this battery box here is full. So if at any point I can't output the power from here into this battery box, it'll fill up, and then it'll disconnect this and inject the power from there into this one and go from there. and it looks like we've lost a little bit of power up there. Maybe. Because we're not actually charging here. I'll have to take another look at that. It was working great the other day, and we've got steam, so I'll have to give it a little bit of a debug. But the distillation tower is running great. We are making helium, neon, argon, nitrogen, oxygen, and CO2, which I have going into a 5x5 tank here for the nitrogen. I have argon in this one, which is going to go out the bottom. I have helium here and neon here, which are both set to output to the top because those two are lighter than air. This one is heavier than air. And then we have a drum here for oxygen and a drum here for CO2, both with pipes and pressure valves on them, which just takes all of the oxygen and the CO2 and puts it right back out into the air. Because I have excess amounts of both of them and don't need them, and no way of using them for replication yet. We're basically doing this just to get the helium, or the helium and the neon for making helium neon laser emitters so we can get into replication. Also, the argon can be used instead of helium in making buels, so that's where the argon is going to go to. Helium can, obviously, we can use the excess of that as well for that. But we get one helium and one neon out of this, so we don't really have a whole lot of the helium and the neon, and we have roughly the same amount of the two of them. It should be the same amount. Why it's different, I don't know. I might have lost some in the process, so there might be some still in the pipe here. And then we also have a solid output here, which is crushed ice, which I'm just storing in a barrel for now. And this, from the top down, is where the gases come out of. So you'll need a pipe that connects to each one of them. You can use a nanoople like I have here, or you can do one individual for each thing. But this just makes it nice. And then each one of these, if I don't fall off of the scaffold here, has a filter that tells it which one needs to go into which tank. And then once this thing is not able to run, the possible detector will tell that and it'll turn the system off. So that is my cryo distillation tower setup. If you have any questions about it, let me know. I will put a card up in the corner as well for the different build videos I did where we made each step of the power system down there, if you'd like to go back and review how we did it. And I will see you guys next time.